Hello, my mates. How you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of The Road to Glory. We're 30 episodes in, by the way, so finger points to the sky for that. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Friday to you. We will, of course, tonight get the team number 2 of Ratings Reload, so looking forward to that. Hopefully we can get some good players in there, and again, if we could pack some this week, that would be really, really cool. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a little favour, hit me with a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Subscribe as well if you're new to my channel, and don't forget, all my socials are linked down below. So today we have a fair bit of gameplay, but I make some decisions on some Evo'S, and I've also got my Rivals rewards for you as well. So that's a bit of a dub. Obviously, you know what the squad is looking like currently. I'm working on a couple of free Evo'S, as I like to call them, free Evo'S on a couple of town players, just boosting the stats of Leif Davis and Azor Matasiwa, just literally like giving them as much as I can stat-wise for free. And then I actually give Chuba Akpom the striker debut one. It just gives him a +1 shooting, which again, I was playing a bit of squad battles. I've been working to try and get hold of those silver icons, so I've just been playing more and more squad battles in the background, and I bought myself Jens Kayuste and Dara O'Shea, 2 pivotal Ipswich Town players. Backline glow. Dara O'Shea's going into that. We can get our low-rated gold card up to an 81 overall. And then Jens Kayuste, we can bring again from 75 up to 81. And I think both cards end up, for just 10,000 coins each, end up being like semi-usable by the end of the Evo, which will get done over the next couple of days. But I've made my choices on the paid Evos that were there. Hopefully tonight we'll get some more Evos that drop, and hopefully I'll be able to fit some Ipswich Town players in, and we'll be good to go. So another round of the gauntlet. This apparently is my kryptonite at the moment. It's the game mode that comes around every 6 p.m. and is there to just ruin my night. So as you can imagine, I go 1-0 down to Julian Alvarez, who was just riding challenges like nobody's business. It was ridiculous. I go 2-0 down. Salma Paralluelo puts me 3-0 down, and I'm just like, yep, fine, we've lost that. See you later. I just keep getting matched up against demons, or what I consider demons. I don't know if they're any good or not, but they're better than me. That's the main point. So in order to go again, which I don't know if we do in this episode or not, you obviously have to finish the gauntlet, so you have to finish the 3 matches. And of course, even if we don't end up getting a Diouf card, which I have to say, it would be a shame not to, but at the same time, I don't care about the card. I'd like to, if more than anything, I'd like to get the packs from the objective and the Ratings Reload card design. But of course, if we were to get Diouf, I'd be pretty happy. 2-1 becomes 2-all in this game. Smolarek into Vitinha into Musi could put me 3-2 up. And is that how that game ends? Yeah, it is. I managed to hold out, and just a low-scoring game of 3-2. That's quite unusual, isn't it, on FC 26? Then I come up against this solid squad. No, like, absolutely... Oh, there is an absolutely insane player there in Wilson. But, you know, I realised pretty soon in this game this one wasn't going to be for me. And I had, like, severe head loss with this, and probably severe hair loss as well from the stresses of it. So yeah, we completely flop in the latest round of the gauntlet, but by getting that 1 win and by playing a game or whatever, I get Deep Lion Playmaker Plus as an Evo reward. So I'm sort of working my way through some of those rewards. We'll get a couple more packs at some point, and who knows, maybe I'll have a good Gauntlets run at some point in time. But let's move on to something more fun, which is Rivals rewards. 30 points in Division 5 to get these rewards. We've all been looking at these recently and been thinking, is it worth it when you're playing Rivals? But in order to actually like play champs, you have to play Rivals to get your 1,000 points. So we might as well just play this mode anyway, even if it doesn't appear to be that much worth it. At least you get something to top your club up. And at the moment, I am looking for fodder. I'm looking for fodder to put into the latest hero SBC, right? And we do get ourselves an 84 rated inform in this player pick right here, which is as good as it gets in terms of my rivals rewards from the player picks. We then head on into the 2 packs. We have a mega pack. Let's start with that. Untradeable, of course. Unfortunately, don't see a walkout. But we do see what is going to be an 84 rated Diaby, isn't it? I recognise that card. Yeah, Quick Step Plus as well. It's the 95 pace Diaby Mega Pack. 84. I guess it's all right. Lots of fodder there. I guess lots of players that we can put in random SBCs. And, you know, with marquee matchups dropping at some point as well, we'll be able to complete that, hopefully. And maybe we'll pack something tradable from that. So even if you don't get much from these, it's useful, I guess, for other parts of your club and other objectives and SBCs that come out. It's just copium, though, isn't it? You really want to see a walkout. And unfortunately, we don't. This will be my first week of Rivals rewards out of the 3 or 4 weeks that we've had, where I haven't got at least 2 walkouts. I've had double walkouts in the last couple of weeks. Hasn't happened so far. Well, hasn't happened at all for me in this week's Rivals rewards. Was it worth getting the 30 points for that? Probably not, but at the end of the day, we were playing it, and actually, Rivals has been an area of enjoyment for me. It's been a game mode where I actually can win games if I string a few together. I'm actually doing all right. So yeah, we're gonna actually push for Division 4 at this point. So we need to head on into some games. We can try out our 4-4-1-1 with just the 2 tradable players in it. We've just got Marquinhos and we've just got Pina as the 2 tradable players in the club, and we can head on into game number 1 into Portman Road. Let's see what happens. How many goals do you reckon are going to fly in this match right here? Well, I have to say, fair play to my opponent. That was a crazy little attack there, and a lovely ball over, and obviously a good finish. But Claudia Pina is just allergic to being tackled, so she holds off defenders and just manages to get that little luck factor to always get in past the defenders. Patry ends up getting a goal. Might be the first goal she's had for the club, but there was one player in this particular opponent's squad that I was really struggling against, and it was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He seems to net everything. And, of course, a lot of people either got him from their Hero SBC or they got him from that Hero SBC that was a player pick where you were guaranteed the same 3 players to pop up. I'm sat here thinking, was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a good idea? Should I have done that SBC? Can you still do it? I don't know, because there's been a second one that's released, hasn't there? Anyway, we were 4-3 up. That becomes 4-all. And, well, my opponent can then take a couple of goals off me to head straight into the lead. That's 5-4, and then Solskjaer knocks it through to Marcus Rashford, makes it 6-4, 20 minutes to go. He's on a hot streak, I'm not. It's looking like we're probably going to take the L here, but Musiala is able to knock it into Claudia. Maybe that was from kickoff, probably. Most goals are, aren't they? And then Pina working our way round into the box, 88th minute. Of course, we're going to earn ourselves a penalty. Because she can't be tackled naturally. It's either a foul or she's going to ride the challenge and get through. So we were gifted a penalty there. Vitinha steps up and hits it in the top corner. 6-all, 90th minute. We've managed to get that lucky draw. I've given a penalty away down the other end. At this point, yeah, I was done. I was ready to rage. But I stayed down the middle and the goalie saved it, and that was the last kick of the game. So, yeah, we could have lost. We probably should have lost, but we ended up getting a 6-all draw in game 1 of Rivals for the episode. So, it's going to be a long week, I think. That was for 1 point. That was a 12-goal thriller for 1 point in Rivals. Into the next one then. I see Konate and I see Upamecano. Now, we've all seen that on social media where that person was like, if I come up against these two, I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm scoring loads of goals. Let's hope that we can do that here today. My opponent goes 1-0 up. Luis Diaz running down the wing, cuts it across to Pajor. Claudia Pina then ends up getting through, of course. We're going to go near post there, expecting the goalkeeper movement, which does happen. I would love to actually see how this game plays out without goalkeeper movement. I wonder if that would actually just make this a better game. Because and this is an argument that quite a lot of like the better players on the game have, is that goalkeeper movement shouldn't actually be there. It's like a last resort, luck chance thing. Now, I'm personally like, I don't mind either way because I use goalkeeper movement. Sometimes it helps me. Sometimes I end up conceding a pretty easy goal because I make the goalie move a little bit too early, and that opens up an opportunity for my opponent. But I tell you what, it would be interesting to see what the game is like without it, don't you think? Anyway, I'm 4-2 down in the 87th minute. I've ended up getting myself a goal back, and then in the 89th minute, my opponent offside trapped me, and I get really lucky to get the equaliser there. We've ended up getting a draw from a game where we were 2 goals down in the 87th minute. But what is going on here? He's lost his head. I'm through again. Nico Williams has scored the winning goal for me, and I was 4-2 down in the 87th. And we win 5-4 right at the end. And I don't know what my opponent, I don't know what was going through his head. Or yeah, what was happening there. But we've turned the game around right at the end and got ourselves a victory. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's felt cheesy. But we've scored 11 goals in 2 games and got 4 points from that. Obviously, we're qualified for the weekend league whenever that comes around later on tonight, I guess. As you're watching this, I'll be on my way to Middlesbrough away, going to the Riverside tonight. So yeah, I've got tomorrow's video ready to film straight after I film this one, just so that I can get ahead to do that. So don't worry, there will be a Saturday episode, and then when I'm back from Middlesbrough, hopefully with 3 points in the back pocket, we'll be able to crack on with like Sunday's video, and we'll get stuck into the new promo, or the new week of the new promo. But yeah, I'm thinking for tomorrow we'll be able to get the old hero SBC done. So make sure you tune in to tomorrow's episode. That's all I'll say. Anyway, 3-0 quick rage quit in the next one, weirdly enough. So that's pushed me into within touching distance, I think, of Division 4. Is that right? I don't know what's going on with that bounty. But yeah, we are now on a hot streak, and we have a promotion game on our hands. Uh-oh, this is where it normally goes terribly. Oliver Kahn, Marquinhos, Van Dijk, Rodri. Who else have we got? Jean Neves, Tonali. All right, that's fairly all right. Harry Kewell, and then this guy had Haaland up top, and somebody else. I couldn't remember who else, but you might see him as he ends up scoring against me at no doubt at some point in this episode. But I go 1-0 up. Nice. Can we go 2-0 up? It looks like it, because Nico Williams knocks it into Musiala in at the near post. And we're 2-0 up, but that is possibly the worst scoreline on this game, because you get that false confidence, and it's so easy to end up getting back. It was Isak up front alongside the player of the month, Haaland, because he had that Enforcer Plus. So Isak gets a goal back. Harry Kewell then knocks it through to Erling Haaland. That's what I'm on about with that goalkeeper movement. Maybe if I hadn't moved him, he might end up getting down and making the save there. But then my opponent turns the game around. 2-0 up to 3-2 down. That's about right, isn't it? Anyway, let's... Uh-oh. No, that was my corner. How are you getting through and counter-attacking that easy from my corner? How unfortunate for me. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I mean, we could get 1 goal back straight from... Is this from kickoff? I don't know if that was. Maybe it was. His defence was really high up, though. So I don't know what was going on there. But 4-3 to my opponent. We can win this header and then go on a little attack, maybe? Arda Güler from the subs bench. Knocks it in. Oh, Hakimi's on the run. Hakimi at the near post. Makes it 4-all. Come on, please. Yes? I think we've managed to dodge the kickoff goal. And we're through ourselves. Claudia's through, getting chased down by Marquinhos. But she just about kept the pace up. Hits that low driven to turn the game around again in my favour this time. We're back in the lead. And then great run down the wing there from Arda Güler. Knocks it inside. Musi into the back of the net. And 2-0 up. 4-2 down. 6-4 up. rage quit, we win, we get promoted. We're into Division 4, ladies and gentlemen, which is, of course, just disastrous news because that is absolute nosebleed territory, no doubt about it. I am not the sort of person that deserves or should be anywhere near Division 4. How have we managed to make that happen? That's what happens when you play a few games in a row, though. You kind of get your rhythm rather than playing like 1 or 2 games here and there and then stopping and then going again. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, up to Div 4 we go. If we can get our points in this division and not get relegated, we can get ever so slightly better awards next Thursday. So let's see how that goes, shall we? But yeah, interesting performance from the squad today. I think the 4-4-1-1 is working for me. Claudia Pina on 2 goals a game as a ratio at the moment, which is, I actually thought it might be better. She seems like she's scoring every single shot at the moment. But yeah, thanks so much for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed. We've chosen our paid Evo'S. We've opened our Rivals rewards. Sorry that they were a bit meh. And we've managed to get a Gauntlet fail and a Rivals dub, getting promoted to Division 4. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, hit me with a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on all my socials. The links are down below. Hope you have a great rest of your day, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the promo packs tonight. Up a town, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.